Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to November and your November 2015 Tarotscope. This is Gwendolyn of Readings by Gwendolyn. Just want to welcome everyone back to the channel and welcome any newcomers we have as well. So I'm going to shuffle the cards here and then we'll get right into Sagittarius Tarotscope for 2015. Let's see. Ooh, King and Queen. Interesting. In reverse. So something perhaps maybe interesting. I'm going to say more about it once get all the cards out here. Might be a dilemma. Interesting, Sag. Something, I'm seeing some interesting cards regarding relationship. Okay, let me just make sure that everything is in view here. Looks like it is. It looks like when you open the month, Sag, there's two cards in reverse here as far as a couple. So it looks like it's possible that this Queen of Cups person, this water sign, so this could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, is in reverse. So there's some way in which she is out of sorts. She is not seeing the same things that you're seeing, not seeing things in the same way. She's upside down. So if you have a water sign involved in your life, Scorpio, not Scorpio, Sag. If you have a water, I'm thinking water signs. If you have a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer in your life, Sag, then there might be something in which way you're having conflict with them, or they're out of sorts. And I also see that this is King of Swords. He's upside down too. So there may be someone involved who's a King of Swords. That's usually an air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. But both of them are upside down. And both of them are waiting for something to happen. This is the Farmer card. So this is a card of reassessment, reevaluation. It's often a card of patience. It's a card of waiting for something to ripen, waiting for something to become sweet. And it's also assessing whether the garden that you have planted is the one that you want to bear fruit. So, and then I also see here, this is the Devil card in reverse. So it's saying to me that maybe where there had been some passion towards something, that passion is faded. Because Devil can mean a couple of different things. Devil can sometimes mean feeling in bondage to something, or feeling, believing in something that's not true, or feeling seduced by something. On the high side, it's passion. It means, being completely consumed by something and giving yourself over to a passion of yours. But in the reverse position, it's saying that passion has faded. So what it's telling me is that you may be reassessing some sort of passion that has faded, especially, it could be in regards to a relationship. You, Sag, are usually, this is more representative of you, because this is a fire sign. This is usually Sag, Leo, or Aries, but and this card's in reverse too. So it may be that you are in reverse in, there may be heartbreak between you and some water sign. Now this could be male or female, but usually this will represent Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So I'm seeing here at the beginning of November, Sag, there may be some heartbreak or loss of passion in regards to this water sign person. There's also a air sign person involved. So this could be a couple that you're observing, or this could be you're in a couple, but there's some sort of reassessment going on because the loss of passion, or the something's fading. You don't have the heart for it anymore, is what it tells me at the beginning of the month of November. And if there's an air sign involved, he's kind of, wanting to end things too, or he's kind of pulling you away from this. He's involved with this. This could be a couple here. And so you're just reassessing things, wondering if the passion is even there. In the middle of the month, we see things moving very quickly for you, but not as quickly as you might like. This is Eight of Swords, so this is things happening quickly, things lining up, things completing, things wrapping up. But because it's in reverse, it's happening, but it's just not happening, and you're in reverse. It's like you don't have the patience for something, or that you want something to end, but it's not wrapping up as quickly as you might like it to. What this is saying here in the middle of the month is you need to trust your inner intuition and inner knowledge regarding a dilemma that you're having. Two of Swords is a dilemma card or stalemate. It means not being able to choose between two options, and therefore you kind of check out. And you can see in Two of Swords that she's blindfolded. And this means like just having a dilemma. They're both at the crescent moon here. So there may be the crescent moon is featured or highlighted as to when this is going to happen, when you're going to be faced with or kind of just confronted with the fact that you're in a dilemma, or that you may want to leave something or want something to complete, but you can't see another option, so you're just checking out, or you're trying to choose between staying or going, and you can't seem to make that decision, so you're just ignoring it. But you need to trust your gut on this one. You need to go with your innermost knowledge or your inner knowing, because High Priestess is here to serve you. She relies upon and even stands upon that crescent moon of emotions. And it's featured here too. You've got to go. What this is saying to me is you've got to go with your gut. If there's something that is in delay that's turning you upside down, Sag, and you're wanting it to complete, you want all these things to line up, but it feels like something's dragging its heels. It's happening. There's lots of motion and activity and swiftness. Things are happening, but they're not happening. They're not wrapping up and ending as quickly as you would like. And therefore, you're presented with this dilemma in the middle of the month, where you'd rather be blind than have to make a decision. You'd rather just check out. Sometimes this card is called willfully blind. And what I'd like to point out is in this situation, if she puts down one of the swords, she can take off that blindfold and then just go forward, having made a decision. And you need to rely upon your inner knowing in order to make that decision. You already know inside. You have a gut instinct. You already know the answer. You just have to make a choice. Instead, I get the sense that you may be frustrated that things aren't wrapping up as quickly as you would like, and therefore you're just checking out. You're like, I don't know whether to go left or right, but I know what I need to do. I'm just not making that decision. So that's the sense I get for you for the middle of November, Sag. And it does seem like there's something that is heavy on your heart. Three of Swords can be betrayal, disappointment, separation, sadness. It's in reverse, so I don't get the sense that it's going to be as bad, or it may come softly, like this may have been coming for a while. And it may be a falling out of a friendship. I mean, this is you, Sag. This is Queen of Fire, Queen of Rods. And again, this is Queen of Cups. So this is water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So there might be, you might actually, sometimes when I see this, it says you might have some friction or loss with a friend because they're going off with their partner, or they and their partner see things differently. Or you're helping, a friend with her partner with their loss and reassessment of, loss of passion in their relationship. I'm not sure. There's a lot of different ways that could manifest, but that's what it's saying, is that, but somehow with you, Sag, and this water sign, there is a betrayal, a loss, a sadness, perhaps. It could just be sadness in the reverse position there. Or coming out of a sadness, coming out of a divorce with perhaps this person and an air sign. So that's what I'm getting, Sag, for you for November. Towards the end of the month, you do have this new, fresh beginning. It feels like you may be freed from something, or you might have a new perspective on it. This is Ace of Wands, which is new energy, new vitality. It's like the runner out in front of the baton leader out in front of a parade, or a runner who grabs a baton and goes with it. So it's got lots of fresh, vibrant, out front new beginning. It's an ace energy. So that's coming for you at the end of the month. After you go through whatever's happening with these kings and queens, and after you're able to make this decision, but something tells me you might just kind of be checked out about it. And then you have Hierophant can be higher spirituality. It's funny, both of these cards, sometimes it means traditionalism, conservatism, the outside world, religious mores, social mores, the social outer sphere. But because he is pointing to High Priestess, because he's aligned with High Priestess here, and also with this card of reassessment, maybe direction change, this is like a spiritual, these two are both very spiritual cards. The Hierophant has access to secret knowledge. That's represented by the keys that are crossed here. And so does she. You can see that she's got a scroll. So they've got this sort of like spiritual, almost religious information or subtext or access to the Akashic realms is what I'll say. And because he's pointing up to her, and this card is a spiritual card, this is spiritual focus. So this is 5 of coins. So there's 2 ways to look at this card. This is the person who focuses too much on the material world and feels lost out in the cold and feels like he's cut off from the rest of the world because he's too focused on the material world. And then there's also the spiritual world, which is glowing and warm and comforting. And this card is a real card of focus, of are we focusing on the physical world or the spiritual world? And the fact that you're getting Hierophant with this card towards the end of the month, it's telling me that along with this fresh, new, vital, fiery energy, which is all you, Sag, you're fire anyway, you know how to be, enthusiastic and bold. It's almost saying you may have the spiritual revelation. It all really depends upon your focus. This card is saying don't focus too much on the material world, what's going on in front of you. That also is in alignment with this passion, seduction, having to make a choice between something. Am I going to be left out in the cold? And then this is saying these are actually upright for you, which is the spiritual focus, the spiritual world, reassessing something and reevaluating something in alignment with your highest spiritual goals or your highest spiritual knowledge that you actually kind of already know inside. Both of these people have access to the spiritual world. So I'm seeing towards the end of the month for you that you may have some sort of spiritual awakening, or that's where your focus is going to be. It's saying don't focus on the material exclusively. You need to be in alignment with your own spiritual knowledge, and you may have some sort of revelation or insight. I'm almost getting like an aha moment with this, or connecting with your own divinity, connecting with your own inner knowledge. I get the sense that you're going to maybe be allowed to have access to some secrets. So if you have a practice that is spiritually based, whether it's your religion, or if you have a yoga practice, or if it's something as simple as being out in nature or meditation or just connecting with yourself, whatever your version of spirituality is, that's going to be important for you at the end of this month, Sag. So I guess in to wrap it up, in the beginning of the month, and maybe even throughout the month, there's something regarding a couple that is out of balance, that is being reassessed, reevaluating. Where is the passion? Has the passion faded? And you, Sag, seem to be maybe caught in the middle of either a relationship or sadness or betrayal or dissolution that's related to this Cups person, this Queen of Cups. She's generally pretty, loving, intuitive, compassionate. She's emotional. She's, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And you're also waiting for something. You're feeling antsy, which is typical for Sag. You want something to wrap up. It's happening. Stuff is happening, and it's happening quickly, but it's not happening quickly enough for you. And it's presenting you with this dilemma where you're having a hard time making a decision, but you know instinctively what you should do about it. Towards the end of the month, You will get some renewal. You will get some, like, a fresh invigoration of energy and vitality. And you're going to have a focus on some spiritual insights towards the end of the month if you can keep your focus on the spiritual world rather than the physical, mundane world, because that one might drive you crazy right now. So that's my reading for you, Sag, for November. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to share this video if you enjoyed it on any platform that you like. And there'll be links to my other videos following this piece right here. So thanks for watching. Again, yours in the stars. If you enjoyed the reading, feel free to check out my readings for the other signs, and feel free to like, share the video on any platform, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Yours in the stars.